Hey, thanks for coming back. And today I'd like to talk to you about another laptop cooler. It is from LIANGSTAR. On the back of the box, you get a little bit of information as well. You get a cable, which is a nice braided cable. I like how it's blue. USB Type A to USB Type A. It's about a foot and a half in length, and that's about it. You also get this, which they say is a manual, but all it is a single piece of paper with some information on the back. And then you get the cooling pad itself. And as you can tell, you get 6 fans right there. That's it, total in length of fans. The fan sizes are 60 by 60 by 15. The fan speed is up to 2100 revolutions per minute. Of course, it's 5 volts. And the output power of this is 5.25 watts. Yes, there is LEDs in the fans. I'll get to that in a moment. And that's pretty much all the specs that you really have on this thing. And they do have on the back, you do get some, feels like foam padding, not rubber. And of course, you get the adjustable bars. There's 2 of them on either side. And as you can tell, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 forms of adjustment. 8 if you don't use them at all. And of course, you just bring them down. Then they got a nice metal bar here that you use. So when you're tilting it, you just set it in just like that. On the top, you have these 2 USB ports, and you got these 2 rotary, and each one clicks on and off. You have those 2 rotary switches, and pretty much that's it, except for one little secret. The thing here, this here, if you pull in this corner, as you see it came out, is a cell phone holder. So when you put it down, on either side of these legs, you're going to see these 2 little holes. You take your cell phone holder and you see the little hook. And you just set it in the little holes and you can put your phone there. Now, with this phone holder, let me show you. This is my Pixel 7a in a case from Rink. It doesn't fit. I mean, unless I really push it in there like that, and then I set it in the holder. So my opinion is, if you got a big old thick type of a case on yours, you might have to take it out to use the little phone holder. I wish companies like this would make these a little bit bigger to accommodate your phone being in a case. Let me just set that off to the side. And of course, right up front here is the little flap that you bring up so your laptop will rest on it when it's elevated. Now, I'll do this, of course, to show you the lights. Now, the reason why there is 2 rotary switches is because each rotary switch operates 3 of the fans. Yes, you have to put the thing up on top, which there is no other type of USB port. Let me show you, even on the sides, there's no USB port to plug it into. It's all on top, which to me is a negative. There's nothing even on the bottom to plug it in to power this thing. And I think that's a negative right there. Now, of course, there's the first 3, 1, 2, and 3. And it's a variable speed switch. So you can turn it up pretty high, or you can turn it pretty much, to a lower level. And let me turn that one off. And then, as you can see, there goes the other 3, 1, 2, and 3. And it's a blue light in this one. And that's the fan speed up all the way. Let me turn the other set of 3 fans on. Going to give it a few seconds to ramp up there. And that's pretty much it. That's how loud they are. And if you want to see what the back looks like, there you go. And I mean, it does blow out not a whole lot of air. So like if you were going to go, I mean, I could barely feel it on my face now. Okay. And well, that's pretty much it. Let me just shut it off. Now here's my gripes about this laptop cooler. Number one, you plug it in here, up on top. I wish they would have had a port maybe on one of the sides here so you could have still had the two up on top. Better yet, I wish all these controls could have been somehow put on the side here so it's not all up on top. Number two, if you do plug this into your laptop, I found that the speed I got out of these USB ports, either one of them was more like a USB 2.0, not USB 2.0 or 3.0. Secondly, or the other thing, the flap that holds your laptop when it comes down, the rest on it when it's elevated. First of all, there is a foam pad in there. These are never high enough. Okay? They're never, ever truly high enough. Here's my laptop, right? Let me get it in there. Open up the lid. Excuse the dust that's on it. Now you get your good angle. See, it can slip right out. It's barely touching the laptop on that little angled piece. I wish this was another, what would that be, 1/8 of an inch or 3.5 millimeters taller, maybe even 4 millimeters taller, just so it'll encapsulate bigger or thicker type laptops. Now I know laptops lately, because this laptop is like 8-9 years old. Yes, it's still my main laptop because it still works and it's pretty darn quick as well. But I wish this thing, so I know that laptops lately are becoming thinner and thinner, so that's probably what they're aiming for. But it would still be nice if they made it thicker, or instead of giving me a cell phone piece, put something on there like I could take off and put on here if I have a thicker type laptop. And to be honest with you, that's how I was using it. I put this little phone holder on here, and that way my laptop can stay if I had it elevated pretty high. But that's about it. My two gripes is I wish all these controls were more on the, they could have put like the USB ports on one side, the fan controls on the other, and that would have been perfect instead of having it all up on top. And like I said, I wish this flap was like 3.5 millimeters or 4 millimeters longer, or 1/8 of an inch longer, whatever you want to call it, and that would have been perfect. This I wish was a little bit wider to accommodate a phone. I mean, this isn't like one of the thickest phones out there. It's not the thickest case out there. But if, I have to kind of jam it in there. And you keep doing that, it might end up breaking this thing and then making it useless. So I wish they would have made this a tiny bit thicker. Once again, probably the same sizes, probably about another 3 or 4 millimeters wider to accommodate smartphones that are in a nice case. Also, the other thing I'd like to mention about this laptop cooler or laptop cooling pad is that it does great for an everyday type laptop. What do I mean by that? If you have a gaming laptop, this isn't for you. I don't think it's going to push enough air, even with all 6 fans going, to help cool your gaming laptop. For me, it does fine with mine. It does work great with my laptop because it's an everyday computer. It's not a gaming laptop. I don't, it basically, that's pretty much it. It doesn't get excessively hot because it does have a good fan in it anyway. But it's, because gaming laptops run a heck of a lot hotter than your traditional everyday type usage laptop. So you're going to probably need a cooling pad that's designed more for actual gaming laptops, not something like this. This is like for the everyday user, in my personal opinion. It pushes air. You have to be kind of close, but that's the point. It doesn't need to have it like, you using this as a fan 3 feet away from you to, cool yourself off. That's not how it's designed to do. It's designed to have air probably a good couple, say like about 2 inches away from it. That's where you start feeling it. To keep a laptop like mine, which is a traditional everyday laptop, nice and cool. And since it's kind of bright in here, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to shut the store lights off. I'll have this plugged back in, and you can see the LED lights in action. And just give me a second, okay? Okay. It's kind of a rainy day outside and really cloudy, so that's why it's kind of really dark in here right now. I got all the store lights off. The only light you're seeing is from the 2 entrance doors to the store. Now, I do got it plugged in. I'm going to turn one on right now. And as you see, when I lower the speed, it kind of dims the lighting as well. Now I'm going to turn the other ones on. And that's what it looks like full speed. And once again, this is what it sounds like with all 6 fans at full speed. And I'm about a good 8 inches away from the microphone. I'll move it all the way to the microphone. I'm touching the microphone. Okay. And there you go. That was the LIANGSTAR laptop cooling pad. Do I recommend you get it? Yes. I'm going to leave the lights off for the ending of the video. Yes, I do suggest you get it, but only if you're using it as an everyday usage type, where maybe you're just a casual gamer. You don't, for somebody with an everyday type laptop, not a gaming laptop. I'll just leave it at that. So if you have a gaming laptop, get one of these pads that are designed for a gaming laptop. It's going to push a lot more air than something like this one. This laptop, I do not believe was really truly designed for gaming laptops. I think it's designed a little bit more for the casual gamer and like an everyday, like maybe a power user. You're doing a lot of stuff at work and stuff. I used it like when I was doing video editing because, you can really hear my laptop ramp up. The fan is going crazy and everything. But when I started using this, when I do my video editing, I did notice that it did help cool off my laptop because I heard that my fan inside the laptop started slowing down about to where it should be at normal speed. And that's it. So once again, just to clarify, this LIANGSTAR laptop cooling pad is more for like an everyday laptop, maybe a power user. If you have a gaming laptop, please try to find a cooling pad for a gaming laptop. Okay? And that's it for the video. So if you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and do not forget about that notification bell. It would really help me out a lot if you would share this video, maybe a few more of my others on all of my social media. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and yes, even all of your pets, you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.